Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Well, you can see I was arranging flowers again. This is very fun. 99 cent only is going out of business, so I got a bunch of flowers for 90 cents. So 90 cents each, and I used some of the ones I had. So if you're new to like this hobby and you use artificial flowers, you know, it's kind of cheap because you can just rearrange your flowers. Okay, we know there's gonna be, like, if we accept some things, it's gonna make life so much easier, especially as you get older. Endless fighting and endless war. We know that the prices of houses go up over time, but sometimes they drop. We've had some retractions in the stock market. We could be hit with supply chain disruptions, weather conditions. The grid could go down, rationing, and inflation. So, okay, it's endless. It's not going to ever end. It's never going to change. It's always going to be something. And the thing about it is, we don't know a lot of times when something is going to happen, but we can pretty much bet that it's going to happen. Let's see, there was 365 99-cent only stores closing, and today I drove by and I thought, oh my gosh, you know, it looked like it's ready to close down tomorrow, but they said no, not until June. So it looks like that what they did is they took their inventory out and they're just bringing it back in to get rid of it all. They say Target is getting lower price products like a dollar store because the dollar store people cannot really afford to shop much. And then it doesn't look like the Dollar Trees are going out, but Target's coming out with low cost. They say there's a change in the upper income shoppers that shopped in Target. They're looking for deals now, and they're shopping at the 99-cent stores. Okay, so we know this stuff is coming, so what can we do? Well, one, if you're poor, you could go to the food pantry, food bank, you know, the places where you can get the free food. You can stockpile meat, eat cheap meat, and buy big blocks of cheese, and that's really going to help. So, okay, so I want to talk about canned foods. Okay, if you have canned food, I mean, you could live on it, but you don't really want to live on it entirely. I drink and eat everything. But if it's there, you can eat it. And they're saying, watch out for canned meat, fruit, and vegetables. So they've been warning us. You know, they warn us, and then, you know, here it comes. So for meat, fish, and corned beef. 2, meat. The one I would go for is like chicken and low-cost hamburger. Oil, I found that I usually use 3 gallons a year. They're saying eggs. Now, when I went to the food pantry, I got a dozen eggs. Sugar. What I did was I stockpiled up some like 4-pound bags when they were cheap, usually around Christmas time. Dairy. Okay, the reason I'm not cooking tonight is because this morning I get up and I go, okay, the day's today. What I'm doing is I'm feng shuiing the house, I'm cleaning the yard, I'm spring cleaning. So I went to the mountain, I took my trash can, and I dragged 2 of them back here and I put them in the backyard. And then all my plants were all grown together, so I separated them all and I planted them around. And then I planted some radishes and some onions because I saw on YouTube someone said now is the time. So, okay, then when I came in, I had my oatmeal. So I haven't been as hungry, and I thought, you know, it's from eating that oatmeal in the morning. And then for lunch, I had a pretty big lunch. I stockpiled a bunch of Dollar Tree sandwiches, and I had a half a can of soup. And here is the milk that I got at the food pantry, and I put about a cup in half a can because it was a big can. And then I had crackers that I had bought today. And so tonight I'm really not hungry. And then yesterday I jumped out of bed and I had made the tuna on toast, and so I ate all the tuna in the morning. Okay, so eggs, sugar. Eggs are a good substitute for meat. Dairy, so if you have milk, then you can make cottage cheese, sour cream, and yogurt. Also, yesterday when I ate the tuna, which was the gravy, I also had half a container of the homemade yogurt. So when you don't have that much money for meat and you have dairy and cheese, I bought, I don't know if I can find it. I don't know. Okay, I can't try to get it out. Everything falls out. I gotta get rid of this stuff. Okay, but you have a big block of cheese. A lot of times they'll give you this. If you're like an older adult woman, say, okay, I'm just gonna get in my car, or I'm gonna take the bus down there and get the food they give me, and I'm gonna eat it. So that's what I've been doing. So dairy, like milk, seafood, they say there's some overfishing, which is causing problems. And then 8 is nuts, peanuts, and walnuts. So think about the canned food and those foods that I just mentioned. And then pick one up every now and then. That's going to help more than anything. Okay, so I know I've given you the oatmeal, but you guys try it. If you're like me and go, oh yeah, carbs in the morning. I don't want to eat carbs in my whole life, much more in the morning. And so I've been watching Melissa Neal. She eats Greek yogurt on her oatmeal. So that is why I made the Greek yogurt. But I also eat it this way. 1/4 cup oatmeal, 1/4 cup, half walnuts and half raisins. So I think it was last month I bought a big bag of raisins, and then just this week I bought a big bag of walnuts, and I'm only eating it at a rate of 2 tablespoons each a day, so it lasts forever. Then when I went to the food bank, they gave us the quick oats, and so you know, they gave us the milk. So 1/4 cup oatmeal, 1/4 cup half walnuts, half raisins, 1/4 cup powdered milk, and 2 cups water, and then you cook it. So what I'm thinking, which this is really scary because I'm almost 70 years old, I must be getting enough nourishment so I'm not hungry all the time. Or it's the food I'm choosing, I'm not sure. So I wanted to mention, so when finances permit, if you get, what I will do after I eat the oatmeal I have is I will buy 10 pounds from Smart and Final. And so then I stopped by the 99-cent store and I got the flour. And I don't think there's going to be job loss. So if you get going to the pantry now, it's just going to be so much easy. It's so much easier. When the consumption is down, the price goes up. Okay, so you get a good lunch. Usually I eat a sandwich, but sometimes I eat, like the frozen sandwiches are $1.25. Sometimes I get the free sandwiches at McDonald's. So then I bought, because everything was less expensive, I bought 2 of these. These are cheap anyway, but they were like 30% off. So you can use these on your face, but my arms are the worst part of my body. Now this is where they got me. This was $3.99, but this is the second time this week. You have to watch what you're doing. I also got stuck on the chocolate, remember? And then I found these sleeping pills I like. I might go see if they have any more and buy all the rest before they go out of business. Also, if you have peanuts, you're going to be able to make peanut butter. After I eat up the nuts I have, because you don't want your nuts around too long, I will buy big, huge bags so that I will never run out. Okay, so tonight I was going to make 7-layer dip. See this? Something around like this. So I got everything. I had everything. So I got some black beans because I'm learning the way. So I'm making a 7-layer bean dip. So I'm trying to be more vegetarian, but I don't want to cut out meat. I want to eat less meat and more fish. So I'm going to make 7, it says beans with taco seasoning, but what I do is I fry a couple pieces of bacon, then about a quarter tube of chorizo in the grease. I take the bacon out and I fry the chorizo. Then I put the beans in and I mash them with a potato masher. I'm going to make this tomorrow. And I stir them around and I add evaporated milk. And then I have cheese. I bought some kind of pepper jack cheese, guacamole, but we always use sour cream, and I made sour cream, tomatoes, olives, onions, and lettuce. And then I got a sweet potato at the food pantry, and so I will roast that. And then I have chicken. So your cheap meat out of the stockpile would be, out of the freezer could be, I had bought at one time some pork for some kind of pork stew. And then I like these sausages from Dollar Tree. So I took the meat out that I'm going to be eating for the next couple of days. So the fact that the meat is there and I don't have to spend any money. So, and then I have in my stockpile salsa. So I'll put the beans, the salsa, you could use taco seasoning, cheese, and I have olives. So, and then I'll have chicken. And then I bought some tortilla chips to eat a few of those. So, okay, so you have some low-cost meat in the freezer, but now in your stockpile, last week I made corned beef. I think I made it with potatoes, and I ate the next day after the gym, and that was really good. I have pink salmon. I usually grind stewed tomatoes, pour it over the top, and bake it with some kind of potatoes. And then I have these hams. So this is quite a bit of meat. This is going to take me well into next week. I used to stockpile Spam, but I think these hams are better. And then I have tuna fish at all times. And I learned something. Now, this goes back to the dairy thing too. So, okay, the meat can be expensive, but I had these, which was some gravy, and I put my tuna in this. And so these are about $1 at Walmart. So I'm going to stock up on a few of these packages because also I have sardines for sardines and crackers. And I stockpiled up some crackers today. And I am going to try these oysters in this instead of making potato soup. So, you go to the pantry, you get a little food, you have a little stockpile. Your stockpile is really going to save you when we get these grocery spikes. So, and okay, now I want to give you my thumbprint cookie recipe because I made marmalade. Oh no. Here's the, they gave us at the food pantry, these are plant-based sausages, 3/4 of a pound, so I eat a 1/4 pound, so this is enough for 3 meals. So that was nice to have. And then earlier today, when I thought I was gonna cook, I had made candied tangerine peels, and here they are, and grapefruit peels. And so I made, it doesn't make very many, but these are the best cookies ever. Now you know I'm not hungry if I'm not eating cookies. So here they are, and I just made my thumbprint cookies, and then I put my homemade marmalade and one of the candied fruit peels. And from now on, whenever I have grapefruits or oranges or lemons, I'm going to make candied orange peels. Some people boil them in sugar, but what I did was I just boiled them with my jam, and then I put them in the oven at 250 until they're really good. I was just eating them like candy. And then I sprinkled my sugar on the top of the cookies. So let me give you, okay, 1/2 cup butter, and I made butter and sour cream. On my 7-layer dip tomorrow, I'll use my homemade sour cream. A 1/3 cup sugar, 1 large egg yolk, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 1 cup of flour, and 1/8 teaspoon of salt. And you just cream your, what I do is I cream my sugar and my butter, and then I mix the egg yolk, vanilla, and salt so that I get it evenly distributed, and then I add my flour. If you've been following me for 12 years, a lot of times I just make this out of a Dollar Tree jam. I hope the Dollar Trees don't go out of business here. I can live without 99-cent only. Just kidding. It was kind of shocking that, you know, it was like all of them are going out of business. I do know at the one I was in today, even today, there was a shoplifter in there. It's like they have no shame to just, you know, dash in. Okay, I want to talk to you about, okay, I ate 3 carrots, well, the rabbits ate them, a zucchini, a big one, I made pickles, and a small one, I made zucchini bread. And I still have pickles and zucchini left in there. I have a stalk of celery, and I have homemade peanut butter, and I have homemade nut butter. I have an artichoke, I have a sweet potato, I have 6 small red potatoes, I have an eggplant, so I have a lot of veggies. I made jam out of the tangerine. No, I have the tangerines left back there, and I made jam out of the fruit that I had. I have Sara Lee bagels, and I have multigrain bagels, so I had a lot of bagels. I got the box of oatmeal. I have 6 small hummuses, individual size. Those are really nice. And then I had a 1/2 gallon of milk, 1%. I never buy that. I think I like it. Plant-based breakfast sausages and a dozen eggs. So just by, and you know, on Saturday, it was like today when I was getting the dirt. I mean, with everything else I do, and I want to go back to work selling at the swap meet so that I can reduce the amount of stuff, but my plan was never to retire. I was going to do the swap meet business. So I just want to mention this. This was the last time or the time before that I went to the food pantry. But now at this age and the way the economy is and the unending, it seems like the disasters, they're in our face right now. I don't think it's contrived. I think that we're going to be soon in a worldwide recession. So all of us should make sure. The best way is, I was studying the Rosicrucian doctrine again today. The best way is the little by little approach. You know, I've been going to the gym, and it's starting to occur to me that your muscles are what's going to keep you healthy. And I don't even know what made me join. You know, I had some idea back there in the back of my mind, but you know, just to last for 10 more years, because they say at that point they're going to have technology to make our lifespans really long, like 120, but we want to stay healthy. So you guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to try the flowers, this is easy compared to doing hair. I'll see you tomorrow, and God bless you all.